This video was recorded live before a canned studio audience. It's Friday Night Movie Reviews, and here they are, Chris and Keith.
Hi, I'm Keith,
I'm Chris.
and this is Friday Night Movie Reviews. We are back, in case you have missed us. If you haven't, then shame on you. We've seen some movies. It's not like we haven't seen anything. It's just that we haven't really seen anything that was really worth reviewing.
Yeah, and then you have health issues that arrive, technical
Yeah.
low battery issues.
Yeah.
It's just
Like
been
from
kind
our
of
last video.
yeah. So featuring low battery. Definitely watch the Star Trek Strange New Worlds review. Shameless plug before we get into this review of
Right.
the movie we're going to review this time, as probably spoiled by the title of the video. We are reviewing Good Fortune.
Exactly.
The new Keanu Reeves movie.
And hopefully this will bring our viewership some good fortune as well. Listen, talk to your friends and family about us, and really promote us. We want more viewership.
Well, it's good for the car ride to work and from work because
There you go.
it's clean. You can listen to it while you're at work.
Right.
You wouldn't have to risk putting on your AirPods. You can just-
Exactly.
we keep it clean on this show. We do go over movies that are R-rated, but there's nothing that anybody could walk by and not hear and be
Yeah,
like, why are they talking about that's inappropriate?
Yeah, our
So
content is not R-rated.
we try to keep it very clean on this channel. So
It's safe for work.
yes, it is safe for work.
Let your
And-
coworkers hear. Maybe they'll subscribe too.
Now, the movie we are reviewing is a rated R film, so obviously, kids, this one's not for you because of the language.
Right. And it does have some language in it. No violence.
No violence.
So you don't have to really worry about that. Well, I don't know. There is one part with a pew pew. But
that
other
was-
than that, I mean, it's not really.
That was played more for laughs
Right,
than it was actual violence. Yeah.
The movie is actually a comedy, and it's a comedy that has a message behind it. But before we get into all of that, let's talk about what you were saying. Good. Not. I mean, it's. I don't know. I wouldn't really say it's appropriate for kids because it does have language in it.
Yeah, that would be the one thing, that deterrent. Yeah, and this
Right.
is one of those ones that you couldn't play at work because of all the F-bombs that do happen in it.
Right.
So and it just be known that they knew this was a rated R movie. But I will preface this: if you're expecting like John Wick or like The Matrix, this is not the
Right.
Keanu Reeves movie for
Right.
you. He's
It is.
going back to his roots for
Right.
comedy because people forget that he actually started with Bill and Ted.
Right, exactly. And
And-
that's more of the direction that he goes with this.
Yeah.
Is more back to the whole Bill and Ted kind of thing, because he's still kind of that really spacey kind of guy, that has the really soft voice that talks like this and really crinkles up his eyebrows when he talks because he sounds confused.
And honestly, for the character he's playing, and he plays Gabriel the angel, and that's not spoiling anything that's in the trailer. It fits for his character because
really
he is like a
does.
fish out of water. It really works, and honestly, I missed his comedic roots as much as I enjoy the John Wick films,
Mhm.
and which I imagine they probably are going to figure out a way to bring him back.
Right.
This is made by Lionsgate, so Keanu Reeves and Lionsgate must be like hand in hand.
Yeah, he
friends
must
at this
have some
point.
kind of like contract with him or something.
Yeah. And this is one of those things. He likes doing passion projects, and for him, this was a passion project. This movie was directed by the guy that stars in it, Aziz Ansari. He went through his troubles of almost being canceled and has had to crawl his way back. He had that Netflix special that did really well. And I have to say that he did a good job in this.
He really did. He really did.
You would think that because the movie's starring him, you would get too much of a dosage of
Mhm.
him, like it's too much for him. But honestly, no, he was fine in it for what he did.
And Seth Rogen.
Oh, I know, because
Seth Rogen.
Seth
did a really
Rogen is
good
one of those
job.
ones that you, and especially as he's gotten older, you want him in smaller dosage.
Right.
But for whatever reason, you put these two guys together in a movie,
It worked.
It worked, yeah.
It worked. It was like we said, wouldn't really take the kids to see it, and when it comes out on video, I mean, it's kind of already out of our theater as you're watching this review of it. So if you can find it in a theater, just wait for it to come on video, and or I mean, anyway,
streaming, that kind of thing.
Streaming or whatever. It will. I wouldn't let the kids view it because of the language that's in it. Now, it's nowhere near, and I always use this as comparison. It's nowhere near Smile 2.
Oh no,
nowhere near that.
Yeah, if we're like saying like Smile 2, and then we're saying like a good movie like Pulp Fiction, that kind of thing. It has a lot of cursing in it. So you got like Pulp Fiction, Smile 2. This one's well below those two movies.
Below those two. Well below those two.
It really didn't have any really adult situations really in it for the most part.
Not really.
They talked about a couple of things in it, but if you didn't know what they were talking about, like if a kid was to overhear that, they wouldn't understand what that meant.
Right. So that kind of thing kind of flies over the head of young kids. But I mean, otherwise it's okay in that regard. Okay, so the basic premise of the movie is Keanu Reeves is he's an angel. Now, his name is Gabriel, but I don't think he's the actual
Gabriel from the Bible.
Gabriel from the Bible. I think he's just another angel named Gabriel. And he is part of this group of angels, and we're not really giving anything away here. He's part of this group of angels whose job it is to do, to look over humans, to watch over them, and to protect them, keep them safe from everyday mundane things.
And his particular one is texting and driving.
That's the
joke in the movie.
So he'll be in the back seat of a car, and I'm not giving anything away here because you can see this in the previews too. He'll be in the back seat of a car. Somebody will be texting on their phone, and they're about to have some kind of accident of some type, and he'll just reach up and touch them on the shoulder, and they just kind of, because they felt this presence, and they just. And look up, and they're about to have this accident, and they stomp on the brakes, and they're fine. All right, so that is his job.
But he inspires to do more. He wants to do more, and he takes it upon himself against advice from the angel that's above him,
from his supervisor.
Yeah, yeah, and kind of messes things up as you see in the trailer. But I don't want to spoil any more than that.
We're not going to spoil anything.
But the like we were saying, the message there is a good message behind the movie. It's one of those feel good type movies.
Yes, it is.
I like how your wife described it. She said it's like chicken soup.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've since that I had that analogy in my head now. It really is like chicken soup. It's like a good warm feeling.
Yeah. What like the those of you who are in the older category, you'll remember the set of books called Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's kind of along those lines where it's a good story, it's a warm story, and it has some kind of a message that goes along with it. But it's not one of these messages where they're beating you over the head with anything, where they're shaming you into anything, or anything like that. It's just kind of, it's just more like an eye-opener kind of thing. And you've seen it, but you haven't really maybe given any thought to it. And you're just kind of like,
Oh yeah. I see that.
A good way to describe it also would be one of those things that makes you go,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what it is. So,
but at the end of the day, too, it's entertaining. It is funny. So
it is funny. I thought Keanu Reeves did a really good job as far as the comedic side goes. But like we said, he went back to his roots with Bill and Ted, and it just really shined, and he did a really good job of that. And of course, the other two guys, they're funny as well. So you got the three of them together, and it made a really good combination, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And the length of the movie is perfect. The movie's roughly an hour and a half long, and
Right.
that's as much as it needed to be. So there's not really any really draggy parts in the film.
Right.
It kind of gets you from point A to point B. So
Mhm.
you're not sitting there kind of wanting to look at your phone, being like, okay, this scene could doesn't need to drag out any further. So I
Right.
don't really have any critiques as far as that goes.
As far as that goes, yeah. And it's not one of those kind of things where you're like, really this again, that kind of thing, like the message that I was talking about earlier, where you're not just sitting there wishing that it was over. In fact, when it is over, it's kind of like, really, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of leaves you wanting more,
Yeah, and
that's not a bad
And
thing.
it'll be one of those movies later on where you'll see it on TV and you'll stop and you'll watch it and you'll be
Mhm.
reminded of why you like it. It's going
Right.
to become one of those type of films.
Right.
So I don't put it like in the heavy echelon of like what I consider like what are the greatest comedies of all time, like say Caddyshack or
Right.
something like that. But
Right.
this one's a fair one. This is one that I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this movie from a few years ago.
Right.
And you sit down and you'll feel good again, watch it, and it'll be one of those you kind of lift your spirits kind of
Right.
thing.
Right. It's they all have some really good lines. Keanu Reeves has some good lines in it, and it really just it really works. So I really personally, we're gonna get into what we think about the movie. Personally, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I laughed when I was supposed to laugh. There are some periods where it kind of tugs at your heartstrings and makes you kind of tear up a little bit. So it's a pretty emotional movie, but it's very good overall in my book. I really had a good time with it. My wife liked it. She thought it was really good. As we mentioned before, she said it felt kind of chicken soup like. So it was really good. What did you think about it?
I liked it. Again, it was a good feel-good movie. It'll be one that you can pick up your spirits if you're not having a good day.
Mhm.
It's
I
not
agree.
it's not raunchy or too vulgar to where
Right.
like where it's a huge chuckle type film. But it's one of those ones that if you just need a lighthearted laugh to
Right.
maybe make your day a little bit better, like you've had a hard week or
Mhm.
hard things with your family going on, this would be good to put on. And I feel like that's what people could use this movie for.
Right. Now, don't get us wrong. There are a couple of times in it where you get some really good laughs, but it's not one of those where you're just rolling on the floor the entire time.
Yeah, it's not a Caddyshack.
Right.
But like I said, it is a solid movie. I really didn't have any issues with the acting in it, the writing,
Right.
the
Right.
pace of the movie was fine, the length of
Mhm.
the movie was fine.
The message behind it was fine.
Yeah, it wasn't preachy, so I really have no real criticisms of it other than the movie's just good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So how many sodas would you give this?
This one, like again, so Caddyshack is like what I want to consider one of the greatest comedies of all time. So I would give this one probably a 7.5 or an 8. Somewhere in there.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of agree. I give it probably about 8 popcorns.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. It made me feel good on the inside. I left the theater with a warm feeling, and there are some good, funny lines to remember along with it. So, how many bowls of rice would you give it, babe? 7.
7.5.
7.5 bowls of rice. Okay,
she's
so
right there with us. Yeah.
right there, right along with us as far as her ratings go. So
Yeah, that's our wife momager off camera there.
sorry for the delay, but we had to wait for a response.
Yep.
She wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
But-
See, now you're officially a part of the review. So yeah.
So, listen, this was a really good movie. We really enjoyed it, and there is our cue to go.
Remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Please subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and we really want to grow and continue to make great reviews for you. Remember to hit that bell notification for when our next video drops. And as always, thank you for watching.
Keep watching for more videos because we are back. We will be reviewing more. We'll be putting more content up for you to enjoy, for your viewing pleasure, and for the viewing pleasure of everybody else that you spread the word about. I'm hypnotizing you. Spread the word. Spread the word. So, just remember, when you go and you watch this movie, wherever you're going to watch it, if you can find it at a theater or if you watch it in your living room, grab yourself some popcorn, soda, some friends, and family, and sit down and enjoy your movie.